guys, this is Malinki. Welcome back to my channel Voice of Malinki. Today we will talk about endospore versus exospore, and if you are new in my channel, please subscribe my channel, and if you like my video, please do like, comment and share my video. So the spore is a metabolically dormant form. That means spore remains inactive. Hence it does not require nutrition. Because it remains just as a dead organism but has a very few metabolism. But once it gets its appropriate conditions like water, food, etc., it undergoes germination. And after germination, what it produces? It produces vegetative cell. But spore itself is a reproductive structure. So what does that mean? Spore is a reproductive structure because it generates new active vegetative cell. And the vegetative cell remains metabolically active. Spore is greatly resistant to external environmental conditions such as pH, radiation, chemicals, high temperature, salt concentration, etc. Some bacteria produce spores, and why they require spores? So actually bacteria are single-celled and sometimes they are in the harsh environment. They don't have food. They may face extreme temperature, pH, etc. At that time, they need a protection for their survival. Hence, they form spore which sustains such environmental conditions, which does not require food. Once it gets all the optimum conditions in future, it gets germinated again and generate vegetative cell. Vegetative cell is very much delicate. It only survives when everything is good. So that's the importance of spore formation. And these spores are formed by the vegetative cells, and the phenomena of spore production by a vegetative cell is called sporulation. Spores can be formed either within the cell, that time they are called endospores, or external to the cell, that time they are called exospores. So this is the vegetative cell, and this cell goes through either of these two cycles. So that depends on the environment. If environment is not suitable, it generates endospore or exospore. The spore gets liberated from the mother vegetative cell. If environment is still harsh, it remains as it is in the inactivated state. But if environment is good, it gets germinated and generates vegetative cell again. This is a typical sporulation cycle. But I have already told that depending on the environment, this vegetative cell decides its path. So if environment is supportive, this vegetative cell undergoes binary fission and yields two such cells, which grow to be the adult vegetative cell. So this is the vegetative cycle. Now let's talk about the endospore. So these structures are unique to bacteria such as Bacillus and Clostridium. So endospores are mainly formed in bacterial cells. These are thick-walled structures and these are produced inside the vegetative cell. One endospore is formed in one vegetative cell. Endospore formation does not require cell division. Endospores are released by rupturing the mother cell. Endospores contain dipicolinic acid or DPA, which plays a possible role in the heat resistance of endospores. So, this is the vegetative cell. So, here compartmentalization occurs inside the cell, you can see. And at this end of the cell, spore formation starts to occur. Here, a coat is synthesized around the spore. Then the mother cell is lysed to release the spore. So, this is the endospore because it is formed inside the cell. And you have noticed that cell division does not take place in this case. Now, let's talk about exospore. So, exospores are produced by certain bacteria, cyanobacteria, algae and fungi. So, it is formed outside the vegetative cell with the help of budding. Exospores formation requires cell division. More than one exospores are produced by one vegetative cell. Exospores do not contain DPA or dipicolinic acid. So, this is the vegetative cell and here budding is occurring this side. That means the cell is getting divided here and this bud is pinched off and generates the exospore. And in this way, many buds can be formed from a single cell, unlike endospore. That is the difference between endospore and exospore.